Hi, uh, my name is Balaganapathi Devarakonda. I am a professor of philosophy from University of Delhi in India. I am in Jamaica with the University of West Indies, holding the chair of Indian Council of Cultural Relations, chair of Indology and Gandhian Studies. I got a wonderful opportunity in Jamaica to be an art interpreter. That is how I am with you today. Look at this fantastic, interesting art piece that we have today to interpret. Often I felt that appearances are deceptive. Okay, something that looks very plain to us appears to be plain. Yeah, but that's not plain at all. It has a embedded, rich resource of reservoir of meaning that we have to decipher, and which is required for all of us to look at. When it comes to interpreting an art, the material tries to speak something. Its appearance tries to project something, and its concept tries to give us a completely different kind of perspective of what we are looking at as an art exhibit. So that's what intrigued me when I looked at Dionne Ramdeen's art piece with the theme "One in 7 billion." Look at this. Can you relate it to 1 in 7 billions? Right? Let me try to do that. Let me try to do that for you. Uh, when you see that, when I said appearances are deceptive, I'm talking about reality as you try to see it, and reality as it is existent outside you. So that's what I'm trying to look at you. Look at this. Look at it. Look for you in this art piece. What is this 1 in 7 billion? Right? When you hear this concept, it says, "Oh, you are just one. There are 7 billion people, or probably more number of people are living around you, and that's what this art piece is trying to project." No, it's not that simple that this art form is trying to talk to us. It's much more deeper in the sense that there is something called finite and infinite. When you see this, you find it to be something like infinite, but actually, infinite is nothing without the finite. The small, individual, unique thing is required to count the infinite, right? So that's where we see the finite in the infinite, infinite in the finite in this particular art form, which has really attracted me deeply. And the second level, let us look at this material. You know what is this material? It's not just dots. It's not human beings even. It is something much deeper than that. It is something called biota. What is this biota that we are looking at? No, any living organism that you find around you is can be considered to be biota. But this particular material that you have here, which was captured by this very inquisitive, nature-oriented artist, Dion, wonderfully well, and this is called anther. Anther is male reproductive organ of a flower, and that was carried and kept. Try to visualize it in a much deeper way and try to present it for us in this particular art form. And what is this anther? No, look at it. You can consider that it is a dead flowers, some part, but it is not dead, right? That is where it has a deeper meaning to offer to us in terms of. Let me ask this interesting question: is death really death? I'm trying to be philosophical here. Is death really death? No, no death is death because when you consider it to be death, it is transforming itself into something else, right? This transformation is very important. Often we ignore this transformation and consider that it is dead over. No, it is only, for example, we hear this scientific explanation saying that energy can never be created or destroyed. Similarly, there is no death for any organic material that you find, except that it changes from one form to the other form. So that's what is being depicted here in this particular picture. Now you have a look at this picture once again. It is anther that is presented here, which is you may consider to be like a dead leaf or dead part of a flower, but it is not dead. It is trying to say something. It spoke to the artist, and it is also trying to speak to us now, right? So that's what I felt very curious in looking at. And when we say one in that is, oh, this is 1 in 7 billion, where there is a symbiotic relation between nature and human that is being established, which has wonderfully come out in this art exhibit. When we look at this symbiosis between human beings and nature, what we say is, when we go back to this theme, 1 in 7 billion, we are we are 1 in 7 billion. And in the same way, every one of us, it's not we, it is also every one of us who is 1 in 7 billion. And it is not just the human beings, it is also every element of nature, which is one in many billions. Right? That is what is coming out in this wonderful way. And when I looked at it, I felt that, oh, this is what actually Jamaican motto says. Out of many, one peoples. I would say, out of many, one nature. That's what comes out strongly in this art piece. That is how I really congratulate the artist, who is a very inquisitive, nature-oriented artist who tries to speak to the nature, and she also says nature speaks back to her. Let's listen to some of her art forms in future episodes. Thank you so much.